You can tell Bria Hartley, in my opinion, she launched herself into her knee.
Someone ran into my knee and it just snapped, and knee injuries are weird to me. Like, I don't really like thinking about them.
This is Bria Hartley right here, grinning from ear to ear with Sophie Cunningham smiling.
I was just in the paint trying to be help side, but I felt a pop right away. And so I'm really in good spirits because I knew that I hurt myself pretty good.
At 8:09 in the second quarter, Bria Hartley went down near Sophie Cunningham's knees. But that's not the part people can't stop talking about. It's what happened after. A single photo that shows Hartley smiling right in the frame with Cunningham, and suddenly social media lost its mind. Why did that smile hit harder than the play itself? And why are fans tearing apart every pixel of that image like it's evidence in a trial? Let's uncover why this one picture exploded across the internet. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video.
I mean, that's despicable, folks. There's no other way to look at it. Yeah, how about this right here? That chick grinning. I said yesterday after she got hurt, Jesus, this is getting real tough to watch. After Caitlin Clark got slammed to the ground. And then this chick.
How does one smile end up louder than the entire game? That's the mystery everyone's been running in circles trying to solve. Think about it. 12 players on the court, the ball swinging back and forth, but the whole spotlight zooms down to one expression caught in a single frame. That's what flipped a normal WNBA night into a trending circus. The question isn't just what happened on the floor, but how people decided to rewrite the story around it in real time.
In this heated midst of a discussion throughout the season that WNBA refs need to be better, the things have gotten chippy, people kind of bully the Fever.
I don't think that there was no ill intent. I think it was basketball play. I was just in the wrong spot at the wrong time. She fell. There's no way that she would go in there and intentionally try to hurt.
I did watch the play. Twitter says a lot of people saying it was dirty. She was smiling after, whatever.
Here's the play. Hartley had the ball on the wing, saw a gap, and attacked hard. She lowered her shoulder, powered inside, and the defender waiting. Sophie Cunningham right at the edge of the paint. Contact came fast, right around the knees, and in seconds, Cunningham collapsed to the hardwood. Everybody's eyes were on the fall. Instead, the cameras picked up Hartley's face, shifting mid-play into what looked like a grin. That single frame froze the moment forever.
Guys, it's despicable. It really is. There's a lot of people celebrating this injury. With Bria Hartley smiling and laughing over this incident of Sophie Cunningham being hurt.
Now, the crowd watching live just saw an ordinary drive. Collisions like that happen nearly every game. But slow the replay, pause it at the exact instant, and something different comes out. It didn't matter what the scoreboard said, or even whether Hartley finished the shot. When the highlight hit social media, the fall disappeared and the smile took center stage. Suddenly, you had two camps forming with no middle ground. Some were asking, did she just laugh at an opponent going down hurt? Others swore up and down it was just bad timing, maybe even a reflex from the play. That kind of split is what makes things go viral. The video wasn't enough. It was the screenshot, magnified and cropped, that started bouncing across timelines. You'd see users posting zoomed-in edits of Hartley's face, circling tiny details like the curl of her lip. Memes stacked on memes, each one adding another layer of meaning. It got to the point where that photo appeared more often than the actual drive, like the still image had swallowed the game itself. But here's where it gets crazier. Hartley has built a reputation as a steady veteran, someone you expect to see leading younger teammates or setting an example in huddles. For that crowd, laughing at another player's pain just didn't match the picture of who she is.
I don't think that there was no ill intent. I think it was basketball play. I was just in the wrong spot at the wrong time. She fell. There's no way that she would go in there and intentionally try to hurt.
On the other side were voices claiming, see, this proves she's always been reckless. Look at how she attacks the rim. Look at how she defends. That split becomes a perception war. Same face, two completely different stories. Scroll down your feed and you'd see post after post flipping the narrative. One fan slaps a sarcastic caption like, "caught slipping." Another runs the same picture with the words, "pure disrespect." A separate account reframes it as "misunderstood smile" and talks about playing through adrenaline. You're looking at the same pixels, but depending on the caption, your brain takes it in completely differently. That's the point where the image stopped being just about basketball and became a blank screen where anyone could project their own take. And don't forget Cunningham's role in all this. She's not a quiet background player. She's got a name for physical play, pushing opponents' buttons, and making herself the center of tension on the court. So every reaction toward her tends to get magnified. If this happened against a less polarizing figure, maybe people don't even care. But because it was Sophie Cunningham on the floor, Hartley's grin gained way more bite. It's almost like fans were ready to add fuel before the photo even surfaced. What made things more intense was the uncertainty about Cunningham herself. No word at first if she was badly hurt. Theories online spread instantly. ACL tear, sprained MCL, possible season-ending damage.
Bro, like, no one is held responsible for this. How many times of act of violence is we're going to see in a women's basketball game?
And Sophie's mother, Paula, Hartley is a disgruntled player having trouble everywhere she goes.
Every new guest stacked even more drama onto Hartley's expression. It sounds wild, but some fans were dissecting her smile while simultaneously speculating about ligaments. Both conversations fed each other until the story spun out far bigger than the game deserved. And at the heart of all of this, there's a twist. The real controversy wasn't that collision under the rim. It wasn't the scoreboard, the box score, or the foul call. It was that a single snapshot stripped away everything else and exploded into its own universe. The context disappeared. Hartley's history, Cunningham's style, the actual sequence of the drive, all of that got buried beneath a viral photo that invited everyone to argue. This one moment doesn't just shift how people see Hartley going forward. It forces you to notice how sports are consumed now. The action on the floor might last a couple seconds, but one picture can stretch into endless debates, theories, and arguments that outlast the entire game.
It's really hard to talk about because I just was not expecting that to happen to Sophie, bro. Not at all.
Right there, and Hartley just kind of falls
And
and
she
makes collision with
crushes
that lower
in
leg. You see her immediately grab
on the
it.
knee of Sophie right here.
She went down hard.
And that's where the real story starts to change. One smile outshined the drive, the foul, and even the scoreboard. That's how powerful perception has become in sports today. It's less about the actual play and more about what people think they saw. So here's the challenge. When the next viral clip or moment flashes across your feed, stop for a second. Are you seeing the reality of the game? Or are you seeing a story crafted by comments, captions, and edits? The laugh may have faded, but the conversation it created is still alive, shaping how fans view both Bria Hartley and Sophie Cunningham.